everybody been asking me to react to Sam's original video towards Hamza after I made my first video regarding the situation. And let's see what he has to say. This is raw, uncut, straight from the source. Let's get it.
So in case you missed it, on the 30th of September, Hamza posted this, wherever I put it, onto his story.
I don't vouch for the right-hand man role. I hired a friend to be my right-hand man for my YouTube channel, but it was a mistake. Damn. I fired him after just a couple of weeks of this role. That's a lie. He was recently disrespectful towards me. I tried to convince my own followers that my advice doesn't work and that they should buy his paid program instead. Oh, so he feels like, I guess Hamza felt like he was trying to steal his audience. Don't know how. I don't even see the correlation between their content. From what I understand, Sam focuses on video editing and helping men find another way to make income through video editing. And so I don't understand, I guess. Basically, he sold out our 5-year-long friendship for a couple $100. Okay. I cannot look past an act. God damn! I can't look past an act of disrespect like that no matter how much I loved him as my best friend. It fucking sucks, but I cut ties with him. I just wanted to make this clear since I vouched for him a lot in the past and even told you guys to follow and support him. I've unfollowed him. Screenshot this and send it to someone who needs to hear it before they waste their time and money becoming a right-hand man. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. This is, for someone this is just my spiel on that. If you have a 5-year-long relationship with somebody, right? Why would you go to social media instead of going directly to the person if you value this relationship so much and have a conversation? Because this could have been something that is like a misunderstanding, which it sounds like it is, right? But knowing Hamza, you know what I'm saying, from seeing his content, he could never be wrong. You know what I'm saying? So this is crazy. Let's see what Sam has to say, though.
Before I address the post specifically, I'm going to provide you some necessary previous context so that you understand how absolutely retarded this is. 1 month prior to this happening, I was staying in Hamza's house in Bali with him and another friend for 2 weeks, and we had a totally normal time, some would say an awesome time. We recorded vlogs, we recorded podcasts, everything was totally normal. We were boys, we were having a sick time. 1 week prior to this happening, I'm back home now. I woke up to a text from Hamza which simply read, "I don't think I can be friends with you anymore," which, as you can imagine, was equally both very confusing and annoying for me. If there was something wrong, why not just send me a text saying, "Hey brother, need to talk to you about something. I'm sure it's nothing, but there's something that's bothering me and I just want to clear things up."
Isn't that not what I just said? Like, if you valued the relationship, you would definitely reach out to that person. That's weird as hell, bro. That's weird.
Okay. You would think after 5...
If I had a falling out, if I felt some type of way towards one of my homies, I'd be like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, this, that, and the third made me feel some type of way. I let them say they case, and then we hash it out 9 times out of 10. If it's something that can be hashed out. But if it's not something that can be hashed out, we might have to part ways. That shit's gonna suck, but this is crazy.
Years of our friendship, I would be afforded a text message like that. Apparently not. I was very confused for many reasons, but I responded with, "Hey man, wanna hop in a call?" I got no response for 24 hours until the next day, where I randomly got a call on Discord. We chatted on the video call. Hamza seemed very upset, very cagey, and I started to dig deeper as to why he was feeling this way. And it turns out he was upset at me because of a video I made called "Self-Improvement Did Not Change My Life."
Okay. I'm not agreeing with Hamza on this at all. Just because, you know what? Let me let him finish, because what I'm gonna say is, just because someone makes a video, a truthful video about what your whole channel is about, it doesn't mean that they're against you or think less of you as a person, right? His fan base is not directly correlated to your money. And it's true. Self-improvement in the way that he advertises, cold showers, stop playing video games, be a stoic motherfucker that has no hobbies, is gonna change your life. Listen to everything Hamza says and your life is gonna change. That is some bullshit straight from hell. So yes, I agree that self-improvement does not change your life. Okay? But let's hear it.
All the messaging to be clashing with his citing one or two specific parts of the video that he didn't like. Of course, while I was on the call, I couldn't review the video and give my opinion on what he was upset about because I made the video 3 months ago. I pushed back on one of the points he made.
And then, hold on, the shit only got 1.6K views, my nigga. Hamza, you be getting 100K plus per video. You think a minuscule 1.6K views is affecting your pockets, gang? And I'm pretty sure, just judging off of the way that he's speaking and what I know about him, he wouldn't slime you out like that. And he was your video editor. He called you his best friend. He wouldn't slime you out like that, gang. This dude is the Lulu. This motherfucker's the Lulu. He get me tight all over again. Yo!
Because I made the video 3 months ago. I pushed back on one of the points he made because frankly it was just very, very petty. He made another point as well which I couldn't really respond to without refreshing myself on the video. But I remained confident that I didn't have any malicious intent towards Hamza with my video because I didn't. I create my videos to help people and help grow my business, which helps people. That's it. In hindsight, watching back the video now, right now, I unapologetically stand by absolutely everything I said in my video. I think it's absolutely spot on true. It's not that uncomfortable anymore. Going to the gym is not uncomfortable. You're not developing character by going to the gym. Doing a cold shower is not that uncomfortable. You're not developing character by doing a cold shower. You know what is uncomfortable? Developing a fucking skill set and obsessing over becoming top 1% in the world at that skill set. Learning all of the intricacies, the ins and outs, every single scenario, every single fucking little detail which makes you a top 1% at that skill. That is challenging. And that is a continual challenge as well. And it's that mastery which will change your self-identity. And once your self-identity changes, that's when your life changes.
That's a bar. Even Hamza does this with his YouTube channel, with his brand. He's become so good at what he does with YouTube. You know what I'm saying? That he's able to change his entire life and have access to the best gyms, to TRT. You know what I'm saying? Because he zoned in on YouTube. He said, oh shit, there's an opportunity there. He zoned in on it. He hired Sam, from what I understand, right? And it doubled his profits, doubled his views. And now for some reason, the same message is an attack on your character because all he simply said is the truth, which is cold showers is not going to make you earn more bread. It's not going to change your life. It literally just shocks your system and makes you more alert. That's it. I don't do cold showers, my nigga. I've done it for a month straight when I used to watch Hamza religiously. A couple years back when I was going to the gym twice a day. The biggest I've ever been is 180. I'm 150, 52 right now. I weighed myself this morning. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little thick. Pause. You know what I'm saying? But during that time, I was going to the gym twice a day, reading books that I don't give a fuck about. I was doing everything but doing the actual thing that I needed to do, which was focus on my YouTube channel. And then once I say, you know, I'm gonna focus on this YouTube channel. Fuck the gym. Fuck all that shit. I'll do my little calisthenics in the crib. You know what I'm saying? Get myself a little weight vest, whatever, so I could do my calisthenics. And then from there, that's when shit started looking different. That's when I earned my first 15K a month on YouTube a couple years ago. I was like, oh shit. Okay. So what he spent here is facts. That cold shower shit do not do nothing for you. Don't do shit.
Video, once again, was 3 months old. And a month prior to this call happening, we were having a completely normal, awesome time in Bali, both giving each other really sick business, life advice, nothing was changed. And all of my advice and all of the time I spent with him was grounded in reality that I want to see my friend Hamza win and grow. You can also see that I've consistently, very publicly supported my friend, even when he was under a lot of fire and I could have very easily turned my back.
He a real one. Sam's a real one, gang. You don't meet people like that all the time. That's a real nigga right there. I ain't gonna lie. It's a real nigga.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy I kissed Hamza on the forehead. I kissed him on the forehead. Proud is an understatement. I love that for Hamza. I love that so fucking much. The reason I made this video is to simply try to convince
Even, like, I could see it in his face, bro. He's so disappointed on the outcome of the friendship, bro. Look at him, bro. He's so disappointed. That sucks, bro. I think like breaking up with a friend is way worse than breaking up with a girlfriend, bro. That shit sucks, bro.
Self-improvement audience into trying video editing, which is the skill which truly moved the needle for me and transformed my life. The video is a bit heavier on marketing language because I just launched a new resource for my viewers to download for free in exchange for their email. One of these marketing terms I've used was "you've been sold a lie," which of course I wasn't talking about Hamza. My video was a commentary on the manosphere as a whole. And a lot of these self-improvement guys, they obsess over being more handsome. They're doing all of this mad autistic shit, fucking jelking, fucking smashing up their bones and shit. The "you've been sold a lie" line was added simply because it makes people way more likely to take action. That's it. Because there's a large
Unfortunately, we live in a time where clickbait you gotta clickbait. It's mandatory. You have to. And I always say that in my videos. I say you gotta clickbait, bro. You could have the best video in the world, right? But if you can't get the person to see what's inside of that video or click on that video, you're done. You're cooked fried chicken, my boy. You can have the best fucking video on planet Earth, but if that shit has a dirt title, dirt thummy, title comes first, by the way, thumbnail, you could get away with a dirt thumbnail before you get away with a dirt title. That's why I always tell y'all, focus on the title, right? He's not lying here. If you find a formula that works, spam that shit.
Category of men who think that cold showering and having a 300-day jelking streak is enough to become Chad. They think it's enough to stop feeling invisible, as I used to. They think it will get them female attention. They think it will actually make them important and able to create positive impact en masse in the world. And it's not the case.
Yeah, taking cold showers, going to the gym twice a day, getting swole as fuck does not do any of these things. It doesn't make you a better character. It doesn't give you better character development. Nothing. It just makes you look better, right? The cold shower is just a nervous system shock. That is all, right? Now, if you a big body motherfucker, go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? If you scrawny as shit, go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? But thinking that going to the gym solely is gonna change your whole mindset and make you earn $1 million, no, it doesn't. It's a good starting point. I'm not gonna mitigate that, but you gotta still work on shit that actually will move the needle on a financial tip. Now, if you go to the gym, you become a trainer or some shit like that, or you teach people how to develop their body. When they see you go from like being a big body motherfucker to you swole as shit, oh yeah, you gonna make bread. Cause you're solving an issue, you're solving a problem. But saying you go to the gym, you go straight back home and you watch bullshit content. Oh, you play games for seven hours a day. Oh, I'm on League right now. You ain't doing no character development, gang. You just went to the gym. Your body's the only thing that's changing, not your mind. Your mind needs a diet too, gang. Word.
Doing those habits alone isn't enough. And it's the people who believe that to be the case that I wanted to help. My video has two very simple messages. One, the manosphere has a massive overimportance of autistic, gimmicky habits. If you get to day 300 of NoFap, you'll...
This shit right here kills me, bro. I had a debate on live stream with people that was like, yo, bro, I'm on day 100 on NoFap. Yeah, I started to notice that girls is looking at me more. Really? Where's your girl? Where's your girl? The fact that you in my live stream counting the days of how long you ain't know, you know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. That's crazy work. Y'all be over obsessing about shit like this. I'm like, bro, I don't understand. I'm not gonna sit here and cap like, oh, semen retention doesn't have any benefits, but like the way y'all would watch the content, y'all have people who specialize in semen retention content. I'm just like, y'all niggas is being sold a lie right now, gang. Like their whole channel is based on semen retention, bro. This shit is crazy to me, bro. I'm like, nah. And then if you have a normal humanly body fluid episode when you go to sleep, which is on day 15 of what you can see right here, you got to start all over. It doesn't count. Oh my God. You feel guilty because you had a natural offload in your sleep. Oh, the demons is trying to get me. Shut the fuck up, bro. Like, God damn, bro. Just live your life. You got one shot at this thing, bro. Like, it's not that serious, gang. And then it's y'all doing it for the wrong reasons. Y'all doing it for female attention, bro. If you genuinely want to stop, just stop for you. Don't stop because, oh shit, let me look at her. See, she noticed my aura. Fuck you talking about, nigga? Y'all get me tight, bro.
Start to fucking levitate, bro. The girls, they're just gonna be fucking all over you, mate. If you just don't touch your cock for 300 days, then that's all you need, pal. If you jelk, and if you cold shower, then you'll be a Chad. That's it. That's all you have to do. The 5 habits to be a Chad. Number 1, jelk. Number 2, cold shower. The second point of my video is that meditating, for example, in a vacuum, on its own, won't change your life. Of course it won't. It may be foundational in terms of building your success, and it's still a good thing to do. Just to be clear, in my video, I did not say that self-improvement is a bad thing to do. It's good, don't get me wrong, guys. Like, self-improvement and the habits that fit under the self-improvement umbrella, they're foundational to your growth as a man, your pursuit towards masculine excellence.
Agreed. My thing is the obsession of that shit. Like, you have to, if you one of those people that optimize every second of your life, you kind of forget to live, bro. Like, God damn, like every moment of your life has to be productive? Shit. That's why I don't really agree with the hustle culture shit. Like, I'm not doing that, bro. They be like, yo, you not grinding hard enough, my nigga. You out here, you could be doing some content right now. I'm over here spitting this shit. I'm getting past this. Sorry, my bad. You could be grinding right now. Nigga, I got one life. You want me to grind my ass off? He's like, nah, man, you not understanding the mentality, bro. You when you 30, 35, 40, you know what I'm saying? You gonna be able to live free. So you want me to waste my 20s grinding it out so I could be my 20s, gang. My 20s when I'm supposed to be, you know, freestyling, just having a good time. People act like, you know, this is what I don't like. People act like you can't have fun and still work hard as fuck. Like, that's why I be going out and I go clubbing. I make sure I do what the fuck I gotta do. But I be outside too. Bars! Fuck is you talking about? I'm not about to waste my 20s grinding my ass off for just to grind my ass off. I get it. I understand it. I'm not saying be a lazy piece of shit. But it's like, bro, why the fuck would I only grind? I'm not allowed to have fun? I don't agree with that message. I don't. And if you disagree, that's fine. Like, it's cool. Like, me, if you disagree with me, I'm cool with you. We still cool. Now, if you get disrespectful about it, go suck your mother. Word.
Excellence, for sure. But to transform your life in a similar manner, which I've been able to do, it's not enough. Because the truth be told, I never did any of the self-improvement habits, the gimmicky ones and even the standard ones, outside of going to the gym, of course. And to be honest with you, most successful guys that I know, they don't do that shit either. That's not what changed my life.
That's a
What
fact.
you need is a self-identity update.
My homie who's a my homie is a software engineer, right? He didn't start going to the gym until this year, and he's been killing it in life. He just started going to the gym this year, killing it in life though. He wasn't doing any of this shit y'all preach. Hamza preaches. All he did was lock in on one skill. He became really talented as a software engineer, and he could do whatever the fuck he want now. He has so much value in that market. He's good. Now he's like, I'm going to go to the gym at the end of his day and then go watch TV, play a game afterwards, go chill with the boys. You know what I'm saying? He's not over-obsessing about, you know what I'm saying? And even during the time when he was learning how to become a software engineer back in 2019, 2020, he was still enjoying his life, still meeting up with friends. Now he's killing it, bro. Killing it.
Means to generate wealth and also a means to create an impact. You don't do that by just obsessively going to the gym and reading books and joking and bone smashing and all of this autistic shit, which is often painted as the solution to everyone's problems. Just do those things and you're A-okay. That's my point of the video. And you'll see this exact same messaging laced throughout all of my content. Master a skill. Transform your life by being treated well because of the skill that you have and the value you provide. Get paid well and create a positive impact. That's my bread and butter messaging throughout all of my content on this channel over the last 2 years. My opinion has been the same and it's never changed. And also, before I address the story, just to be crystal clear, I don't believe self-improvement is useless. Of course I don't. I dedicated 2 to 3 years of my life helping Hamza build his YouTube channel, build his movement, make all of those videos. Every single day, I was editing videos, jumping in calls, strategizing, talking about the business, talking about the movement. How do we help these guys? How do we help these young men? What do they need to hear? I don't believe self-improvement is useless, and I even said it in the video itself, which Hamza took a problem with. Self-improvement and the habits that fit under the self-improvement umbrella, they're foundational to your growth as a man, your pursuit towards masculine excellence, for sure.
Agreed.
But the only thing is, I just don't attribute most of the success I've seen to self-improvement, okay, and the habits that come along with it. And just to be crystal clear, before I address the story, Hamza's public post denouncing me and my business was because of this video. Anyway, as far as the call went, Hamza by the end of it seemed to understand that I didn't have any malicious intent with my video. He seemed to understand that I wasn't doing anything nefarious. Not that I could properly really respond because I hadn't seen my video. And he kind of just ambushed me with a random fucking Discord call without actually organizing it or anything. We had a little back and forth on how life's been since I left Bali last month. And then I ended the call by saying, just let me know if you want to talk, Hamza. I've got nothing but, like, you know, love for you. Nothing malicious going on here. I love you. And then we ended the call. Now, with how Hamza initially reached out to me with that text message, which in my opinion was just very gay, I wasn't really inclined to follow up with him. I had assumed that everything was put to bed in that call. We found clarity. Hamza himself at the end of the call saying something along the lines of, oh, actually, Sam, come to think of it, I don't think you did anything nefarious, whatever. Ended the call on a good note. Awesome. I'm happy to put that to bed. I'm glad that we found clarity on that because I would hate to think Hamza thinks that I'm trying to do anything malicious. We also started to discuss in the call our initial falling out in 2023 and how there's probably a lot more things that we should talk about just to...
So this has happened before. Oh, wow.
...clear the air on both of our perspectives on what happened, but we decided to have that conversation at a different time. Anyway, that was the call, and I didn't speak to Hamza since then, okay? And this is when I wake up in about a week's time to seeing that Hamza has publicly denounced me and my business model on his story. Very interesting mental paradigm shifts happened for me as soon as I saw this. Hamza very brazenly revealed exactly how he feels about me and also how he thinks. I don't like being called a snake or a backstabber. That bothers me greatly. It was very difficult for me to read it and not immediately respond, as you can imagine. Not that I was going to message Hamza, because the moment that I saw he did this, I had absolutely no interest in engaging with Hamza and clearing the air as I had done the week prior. Hamza had already demonstrated that he was uninterested in a conversation before putting me on blast to over 200,000 people. But I
ain't gonna lie, that's some filthy shit to do, bro. Especially after you said, yeah, we good after they had that conversation, and then he post that the next day. Yeah, it's as if it's like, yeah, it's you can't come back for whatever you did to Hamza, which is nothing. You did nothing at all. I feel like he really wanted a reason to just kind of like push you away or some shit like that. That's what it seems like. You know what I mean? Because this don't make no sense.
I had noticed that he had blocked me both on WhatsApp and Discord, leaving me no means to message him even if I wanted to. You might be wondering why Hamza felt the need to post something so malicious and chaotic and wrong publicly. I wonder the same things, and I have my theories. I've had my fair share of genuine betrayals, backstabs, etc., drama over the last year or so. Yet, I've never felt the need to post about it on my public Instagram story and try and create a woe is me narrative around those things. First of all, backstabbing Hamza for a couple $100. Of course, I never backstabbed Hamza for a couple $100. Think about how retarded that is. I remember I was in Bali and one of Hamza's friends said to me in private, "Sam, why don't you leverage your connection, your friendship with Hamza more? You could get a lot more views, you could get a lot more money. Imagine if I..."
That's corny. Whoever that friend was, you're corny. Corny.
I had done that and something like this happened. I was best friends with Hamza for about 5 years. I know Hamza better than anybody, and the truth be told, I've been a very healthy level of wary since 2023. To come to the conclusion that I was backstabbing Hamza for a couple $100 from that video, which was a social commentary on the manosphere as a whole, is nothing short of absolute fucking insanity. And the idea of me selling him out for a couple $100 is even more retarded. If I was after money, if I was after a couple $100,
he would have took the corny friend's advice. Word.
I would have listened to what Hamza's Bali yes men told me to do.
Hello? Like...
which is to essentially dick ride him to the moon over the last 2 years of us not working together anymore. I didn't do that. I care far more about impact over money. Specifically, my impact, my messaging, my values, my teachings. I would never sell any of those things out for some extra cash or some extra clout. I certainly would never suppress my own truth and my own opinion.
Yo, Sam, you know what, Sam? Come video edit. Let's strategize over here. Fuck that. Fuck him. You know what I'm saying? This Sam is a good dude. He's a good dude. If this is true, he's a good dude. You know what I'm saying? Hamza lost a real one, bro.
And anyone who knows me knows this to be a fact. Since launching my own personal brand, I've had absolutely no interest in leveraging Hamza and Hamza's brand or my connection to Hamza. I've been very diligent over the last 2 years to create a safe distance between myself, my brand, and Hamza and his brand. Outside of highlighting the very meaningful and impactful work that we did together on the YouTube channel, taking his YouTube from 500 subscribers all the way to over 1.8 million subscribers before we stopped working.
Damn. You see that decline after he stopped working with Hamza? Lost a real one.
Together. He tried to convince my own followers that my advice doesn't work and that they should buy his paid program instead.
That's scummy. That's scummy.
I have not
He doing the exact thing, the exact same thing that he claims Sam is doing.
engaged with Hamza's community for over 2 years. Not his Discord, not his school, not his YouTube comments, nothing. I didn't mention Hamza in my video, I didn't talk about his teachings, and I definitely didn't say don't follow Hamza's advice. I shared my story and my methods for helping young men grow, and that's it. What Hamza meant by my own followers is my audience. No doubt about it, guys. I certainly carried some momentum behind me from my work alongside Hamza when I decided to build my own personal brand, my own YouTube channel, which is naturally going to happen, by the way,
Right.
if you have been there from the start of building a YouTube channel of a cult-like audience of over 1.8 million subscribers. But Hamza seems content with claiming my audience as his own. I've already pointed out that I have
Like, you gotta be a different type of, like, entitled, narcissistic, like, to think that, like, oh yeah, his audience is mine because we work together. They only know of you because you're with me. Mind you, they got two different approaches. Like, the fuck? It'd be different if YouTube had no discoverability and no algorithm. He could make that claim. But this is crazy work.
diligently tried to separate my own brand, my own messaging from Hamza and his brand. And if I hadn't done that, you would think that I would probably have a much larger audience. Is there some crossover between our audiences? Of course. Does that mean Hamza gets to claim my audience as his own? Absolutely not. Over the last 5 years of me knowing Hamza, being best friends with Hamza, building his YouTube channel from 500 to 1.8 million subscribers, traveling the world together.
That's crazy. 500 to 1 million and you let him go? Different type of dumb. Different type of dumb shit.
Guess how many times I asked for a share or a shout out?
Zero.
Now there has been a couple of times where Hamza's shared something which I've made, much like how I've shared things that Hamza's made. But if I had known that...
I mean, that's natural. He works with him. Well, he worked for him.
By him doing that Hamza would attempt to claim ownership over my entire audience and expected me to suppress my own message in favor of his, would I have accepted this very generous gift?
That's some controlling shit to do.
Absolutely fucking not. Of course not. Also, think about it like this. No matter what you choose to do in life, if you become prolific at doing something, if you build communities around those things, if you consistently inject your personality and your flair into mega viral videos,
the same testosterone levels as a healthy 90-year-old man. And
yeah, so ultimately, I just see this fucking transition, gets no pussy in brackets. Yeah, they might send you home, be like, you're fine.
whilst not taking the shine away from the star of the show, of course. And you do this consistently over a span of 2 years, you're going to gain a healthy level of infamy and reputation and a following for doing that thing. And that's exactly what I did. Over the span of 2 to 3 years, I dedicated my entire life to Hamza and his cause. And because of how successful we were at doing what we did, of course, people got to know me. So that's where our crossover in audience comes from. Not from dick riding, not from glazing, not because I didn't earn it, because naturally, my audience found me through my work, which is what I talk about. And naturally, if they found me through my work, then they also knew Hamza, because that's where my work was displayed most of the time. Does that mean that...
I mean, come on, it's not rocket science, Hamza. You should have, put 2 and 2 together. I just feel like he just wanted a reason to get rid of him for whatever reason. Because this is crazy. None of this shit Hamza looks crazy right now.
My audience is Hamza's audience and that I can't speak my truth on my own platform? Absolutely fucking not. Hamza consistently takes way too much credit for what he's done. And that's not what a friend does. And that is not what a leader does. No matter how big of a success story one of my students get, I will never ask any members of my academy to utter the phrase, "Sam changed my life." They did that. I helped them. I guided them through that. That's about as far as it goes. Imagine how low self-esteem you have to dedicate all of your success to a single man and not to either yourself or to God. This is what Hamza consistently asks of his audience, and I suppose he expected the same of me.
If you're a Hamza Glazer, your life gets better in basically every single fucking way. He tells the story of his friend who was like a Hamza.
Yo, you see what I'm saying, y'all? I'm so glad I stopped watching him, bro. I'm so glad. I used to watch this dude religiously years ago when I lived in New York. I was like, yo, how could I? This was around the time when I was trying to get, you know what I mean? For some boom boom, if I'm being great. If I'm being honest. You know what I'm saying? Listen to this guy talk.
Glazer loved my videos. He texted his friend saying, "Your life was better when you were a Hamza Glazer." And that was like the biggest point. I was like, you know what? When you're a Hamza Glazer, even though I get some things wrong, your life improves. That's it. Just objectively, if you follow my advice, your life improves. If you follow me, your life will get better. My results have proven it. Guarantee your life will get worse. And
this nigga, he thinks he's like, it's me. Follow me. I can't stand it, bro. I can't. This is a dangerous type of person to be with. He's all self. And this is like the byproduct of what happens when, like, if you're not able to take yourself away from your YouTube success and the persona that you've built on the internet, this kind of shit can infiltrate your mind and your ego becomes so big to the point where, like, you believe everything you say is right because you have an echo chamber of people that's saying, oh, yeah, Hamza, yeah. Even to this day, even with all the information that's out, there's still people that will support this man because he has created a cult-like following. Am I right or wrong? He's spitting bare bullshit right now. I don't know if this is for a clip, but you can obviously see that Sam is like, bro, stop with the cringy Hamza Glaze bullshit. This is crazy. Let's read what's on the screen, though. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always preserves. That's a ball. That's a ball.
He'll come crawling back to me saying, you know what, Hamza, you were fucking right. I stopped watching you for a while and I completely fell off my self-improvement.
Fuck no. I stopped watching you and I'm going to continue to stop watching you. Word.
Your life is better when you're a Hamza Glazer. It's just a 10 out of 10, like, absolute fact of the world. As much as, like, fucking gravity is a law of physics.
Anyway,
Crazy.
Did I try to turn people away from Hamza's message? No. No, I didn't. Even if you was to adapt the incredibly warped worldview that my video was a sneak diss to Hamza, I didn't even say that self-improvement was a bad thing. I said that it was foundational and it's still important, but if you want a similar journey to me, self-improvement's not enough. Was I convincing
That's straight facts. You could go to the gym all day, do all these cold showers and do all that. But what do you do after that? Like, I mean, like, crediting all his success and things to that is dishonest and disingenuous, bro.
Hamza's followers to take my advice instead of his? No, I never said don't take Hamza's advice. I never even mentioned him in my video. Why would I do that? He was my friend. Now, did I even
And this is why I'm a heavy believer in if friends could disagree with you, how do they react in that particular instance, right? I want friends that I could be like, nah, I don't agree with that, and they don't feel a type of way. If you feel a type of way because you don't see eye to eye about something, and you start wilding and getting disrespectful, similar to what Hamza's doing right now, I don't want to be your friend. I'm gonna keep it a band. You want me to be a yes man to everything that you believe in. That's fucked up. You don't want a person that has individuality. You want like-minded, echo chamber ass people around you. And then that says a lot about yourself. That says a lot about yourself, gang. Word.
Consider Hamza while making my video. No, I didn't. The truth be told, I haven't watched any of Hamza's videos for over 2 years now. I also respectfully muted him on Instagram because he was posting very low vibrational, look, this white guy's a cook fucking reels, which I have zero interest in seeing. So I don't see any of Hamza's content. Really ever. Outside of an occasional video pop-up, I am largely unaware as to what Hamza's messaging is nowadays. And before I went to Bali to see him, on average, we spoke maybe once every 3 months. So Hamza had absolutely zero consideration when I was making my video. And to be honest with you, in hindsight, watching my video back, I don't think me and Hamza disagree. Hamza's flagship product is teaching young men how to create a YouTube channel. That has nothing to do with autistic, gimmicky self-improvement habits.
Literally, anybody can do that. It doesn't require you going to the gym or doing a cold shower, if we're being quite frank. So I don't understand where the disconnect is. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I agree with Sam 100%. I think going to the gym is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? If you want to take a cold shower, great. It's good for the nervous system. But that's not going to be the 2 things. And you not playing video games is not going to be the 3 things that's going to prevent you from being successful in life. That's bullshit. I don't agree with that statement at all. And then he's selling this year after year, regurgitating the same message. I don't think that's fair, bro. I don't think that's fair. There's people that really believe this shit. Like, yo, I won't be successful. What I need to do is wake up at 4 a.m, take a cold shower, not play any video games, go to the gym 5 times a day in order to be successful. There's people that don't do any of those things, and they are good. They are successful. What you deem to be successful. Most of what people deem to be successful is making more money, right? So it's just like, come on, bro. Let's be fucking for real.
And has everything to do with pouring your energy and your masculine essence into something creative that will make you money and will have a positive impact on the world, which is the exact point of my video. The only difference is it's different vehicles. I'm trying to get young men to try video editing, which worked for me. Hamza's trying to get young men to try YouTube, which worked for him. Considering Hamza's success that he's had from YouTube and how that's completely transformed his life, I really don't think we disagree. Was it cold showering and nofap streaks which changed Hamza's life? No, it fucking wasn't. It was making a YouTube channel, building a movement.
And I just want to say, bro, if Hamza followed exactly his advice to the T, right, his physique would be crazier. Pause. But he doesn't have a physique that's like, oh shit. It's impressive, don't get me wrong. But it's not like, oh shit. Like, damn, nigga. Like, what is your, like, shit? You know what I'm saying?
Having a bunch of young men look up to him and respect him and making a bunch of money, traveling the world so he can afford things, he can buy things.
$250 a month, $250 a month to learn how to grow on YouTube. I mean, it's not as bad as the $10,000 a month course, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, $250 is not bad. $250 is not bad. But I would definitely vet the person out before you know what I mean? Yeah. Not bad.
He can have a good time, he can look after himself. That's what changed his life. I really don't think me and Hamza even disagree. My theory is that Hamza took my video the way he took it because he has the unhealthy belief that I owe my entire audience to him. And that every decision that I make, business, personal, YouTube, should be grounded in what would Hamza think of this? And this theory isn't grounded upon nothing. It's something that I've kind of felt subconsciously for quite some time through private exchanges. I had a gut feeling that something wasn't right and I was questioning whether Hamza was actually even on my team or not. I also think that there's a good chance that I just caught a stray bullet because Hamza seems adamant on addressing a bunch of drama on YouTube right now. Is going after dramatards. I remember the very first time Hamza involved himself in internet drama, and it was responding to a video with Sneeko. I completely stayed out of this scenario while his other friend encouraged him. I thought me staying out of that scenario and being repelled by every conversation about it, even though I was usually very on the ball with talking about the business and how we move things forward, would be enough to suggest to Hamza that we shouldn't fucking do internet drama. It's very gay. And in my opinion, the whole Sneeko saga was just a fucking disaster. The reason I say this is because if it's not fucking clear to you, I hate internet drama. I hate having to record this video. I hate how much I've had to process these emotions. I hate having to respond to this publicly. I just think it's so gay. It's so gay. It's insane. All of this could have been resolved over a conversation. So in terms
Facts.
of drama, going forward, please don't ever assume that me staying out of it or staying quiet is anything other than, oh, well, Sam just doesn't fuck with drama, because I don't. I didn't want to make drama in 2023 when me and Hamza fell out. You'll notice that I did not make drama about that. Still haven't. And I did not want to make a drama now. I'm focused on my family, my inner circle, getting my students' results, and my girl. And that's about it. However, I've been slandered publicly.
So he gotta protect his name.
My business model has been misrepresented and slandered publicly. This is why I'm making this video.
Yep.
He sold out a 5-year friendship for a couple $100. No, I did not, Hamza. No, I did not. You did. When you sent me that text, I don't think we can be friends anymore. You had already created
A narrative.
a crazy narrative in your head. Sold yourself on the idea that I'm out to get you. You allowed it to get that far before even having a conversation with me. Would you have even had a conversation with me if I didn't say, let's have a call?
No.
Probably not. I didn't throw this fucking 5-year friendship away. You did, motherfucker. I don't vouch for the right-hand man role.
That's literally like his phrase for his branding, for his video editing. That's why he put it in quotes. So he was sending straight jabs to him. This is some high school Facebook when it first came out, subs. If y'all was around for that era where people were just flat out not tagging the person and just saying, yo, this particular just throwing straight jabs. And it's like, you talking about me. I mean, it's crazy.
How could you possibly not vouch for it when it brought you so much success, Hamza?
It literally he went from 500 to 1 million subs because of you. If we want to be quite frank, right? It's crazy work, bro.
Horrendously ungrateful could you
And then the thing about it is Sam is not even saying that. I mean, he's not even like flexing like that.
possibly be? How horrendously venomous do you have to be to even dedicate an entire social media post into tearing down what I'm doing, another man? Specifically, my business model, which has not only had an enormous positive impact on you, but it's also had an enormous positive impact on my students, my audience, my members. Hamza mentioned that he fired me after a few weeks of the right-hand role. This isn't true. I officially acquired the title of right-hand man in October 2022 before we went to Dubai. And I had that title until January 2023 when we went our separate directions. But just because I officially earned the title in October 2022 doesn't mean that I wasn't carrying myself like a right-hand man the entire time that we were working together. Hamza's been very adamant on discrediting me behind closed doors and now publicly by labeling me just a video editor, which is
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. I don't think people understand how like important I don't even call it like being a video editor because like especially when it comes to content, bro, you got to be very strategic with the packaging, and I'm pretty sure he helped with that. What you're saying in the videos, and just the whole delivery of posting a video is a lot, bro. It's a lot.
Fine, because video editing is very awesome, but how many video editors spend 1 to 2 hours per day for 2 to 3 years in a call with their clients? How many video editors do you know who builds a Discord server which rewards engagement and interactiveness, which becomes the #1 Discord community on the entire platform, where every single time their client uploads a video, over 200,000 people get an @everyone notification? How many
Yo, he's not a video editor, bro. That was literally his fucking right hand man. Literally, like that was his partner. He cultivated that many people on Discord. That's crazy. That's guaranteed 200K. If not even, let me not say that because everyone's not gonna engage with the Discord post. But that's like 200K. Probably like a good 5% of people see that, and based on his fan base, they probably ate that shit up like a good 45% of his shit. That's 50K out the gate. And you got rid of him? Oh my days.
video editors do you know who work diligently creating and maintaining a system which saves editors hours of time per video creating animations, therefore saving their clients thousands upon thousands of pounds per month? How many editors are in charge of the hiring and the firing process, managing the entire team, watching and giving revisions for every single video that goes out, which potentially saves the brand from self-imploding because in 1 of every 10
You will notice that Hamza's messaging got 10 times more schizophrenic as soon as he fired his team. This because we're no longer talking. I was no longer helping him make decisions, and I was no longer curating the videos and reviewing them.
videos, Hamza would say something so wild that it would potentially destroy the brand, and it goes entirely against the purpose of the movement. How many editors are proactive in solving problems before they come up? Strategizing, helping to make massive, needle-moving business decisions, talking about the movement, talking about how can we help these guys, what do they need to hear, what can we say, what can we do? All of this and more was done far before I acquired the title of the right-hand man. Long before the reward was even tangible. I started working with Hamza for $10 per video. I did it because I love it. I did it because I believed in Hamza. I did it because I believed in the movement, what we were doing. And I did it all because it made me great at my job. I did it because it was meaningful and it changed lives. And instead of talking to me and gaining further clarity over a call, Hamza took all of the venom in his heart to shit on what means the absolute most to me. Then,
Scumbag move. These actions it's not helping his stance. It's not. This is crazy work.
he created the narrative that I sold him out for a couple $100. Is this masculinity?
Nah, he violated. You. He said, "You want to play? I can play too." And he, yo, this sounds funny.
This brotherhood, is this what a best friend of 5 years
He's the type of dude you don't want to fuck with, gang. I ain't gonna lie, bro. He will humbly kill you, bro.
does?
Oh.
All because I have differing opinions to him on my videos, and he thinks he owns my audience, and
He thinks he owns your mind. It's like, that's how crazy dude is.
owns how I share my message. What sort of absolute narcissist, what sort of like egomaniac would think like that? Hamza fundamentally misunderstands my business model. My business model is teaching young men how to make money through video editing, and I do this through the right-hand blueprint. That doesn't mean get hired as a right-hand man. That wouldn't work. What I'm saying is enter a business and solve a specific and tangible problem, which in my case is video editing, but carry yourself not as a video editor, but more like a creative partner. Solve problems permanently, think outside the box, go above and beyond.
That's how you build confidence as well. If you know you have a skill that everybody in that room needs, it's easy to have conversation. You know what I'm saying? Because you have value. That's how you build confidence. Value. Especially if you're out here networking. You can't go into a room with no value. Like, of course you're going to be fidgety and not know what to say and not know what to do with yourself. Because you have no value, gang. Right?
In your role. Earn more leverage, become undeniably valuable in the business, create more impact, get paid way more money. That's exactly what I did for Hamza. That's exactly...
I ain't gonna lie, that motorcycle's sick, man. I ain't gonna lie, I might have to give me a little bike. Nah, let me stop. That shit was clean, though. I ain't gonna lie, that shit was clean. I think I might be more of a bike guy than a car guy, even though I have neither. But that shit look clean.
What he benefited enormously from. And for him to discredit me and my business model where I teach young men how to do exactly that is a testament to how venomous, malicious, and horrendously childish he is. Screenshot this and send it to someone who needs to hear it before they waste their time becoming a right-hand man. Look how revealing this is.
Yeah, that's corny, bro. He's acting like a middle school kid, bro. Screenshot this and send it to someone who needs to hear it? Bro, you're a grown-ass man, bro. This is why I tell y'all, man, if y'all listening to these dating coaches, red pill, whatever the fuck, manosphere motherfuckers, make sure you vet them out. Including myself, vet me out too. Because I'm not going to sit here and act like I know everything. I do wrong too, right? But this motherfucker, he's right 100% of the time in his mind.
The point of this post isn't to provide any sort of life lesson from the betrayal that he's going through right now, this big backstabbing that he's had. It's not to give any sense of value. It is to simply shit on me. I always had a deep subconscious feeling that Hamza didn't want to see me win beyond the work that I did with him. Hamza wants my success to be tied to him and him alone. This is the final nail in the coffin, which absolutely undeniably confirms that for me. In this story, which did not have to be public, we could have just had a conversation, Hamza spent it attacking my livelihood and my purpose. I had just come from Bali. While in Bali, I was working diligently on my right-hand blueprint. He knew how much I had worked for that. He knew how much it means to me. My work is absolute number one over everything else. And he took this post and he slandered me. He discredited me through his warped lens of reality, as he often does. The truth be told, this isn't the first time Hamza's done something which I've found to be incredibly malicious. I am truly...
He's a patient dude, bro. He's a patient dude, and he's willing to give you a couple chances, man. And people take advantage of people like this all the time. All the time. All the time.
a believer.
And then begins the villain arc. I believe that he won't change as a person, though, because his character is very stand-up. From what I'm seeing right now in this video. I respect the guy. Just off of this one video, I respect him.
Of what is real will prosper. I also believe the opposite. And it seems like a lot of people are catching up to what Hamza's really about. I could say a lot more.
I knew something was off about this dude years ago before this even came out. His message was starting to throw me off, especially with the no video game shit. I'm just like, nigga, me playing video games does not have a direct correlation on how successful I'm going to be. I was like, okay, he's just saying anything at this point. And just seeing how he talks so about himself so much is crazy. And then follow my advice. I guarantee you it's going to change your life. Oh, okay.
In this video. But as I already mentioned,
so you're a know-it-all. Okay.
I have such little capacity and interest in drama. It's fucking feminine and gay. My only objective with this video was to defend myself and my business model, which I have been forced to do because the CEO of masculinity decided to make an Instagram story about me. Hamza, if you're watching this video, a final bit of advice from your previous right-hand man and former best friend of 5 years. Don't respond to this video. I will fucking bury you, Hamza. So enjoy your early retirement, get on with what you're doing. I'm going to get on with what I'm doing. You've completely blown it with me, pal. Never before has someone so brazenly revealed to me their true character.
That's crazy, man. Hey, yo, this is a crazy video. I'll link the original video, and this is crazy, man. This is crazy, bro. This is crazy, man. Sam, from what I see in the video, he's a stand-up guy. I don't know how you could hate him. That was a scumbag move. You know what I mean? But hey, y'all let me know your thoughts on this particular topic, ladies and gentlemen. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on the Instagram. Link is in the description. And if you guys want to learn how to grow on YouTube, that's also in the description as well. My course is not $250 a month. It's simply $50. You can pay in 2 installments, $25 one month, $25 the next month, right? Send me any clips that you guys want me to react to or any situations. This shit right here is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is why I tell y'all, bro. Especially because a lot of people watch Hamza to get the female gaze or get more women. That's really what it is, right? Deal with girls that like you. Same for women. Deal with men that like you. And it'll make your life way easier. You don't have to perform. You don't have to, like he said in the video, you don't have to have a fucking six-pack. You know what I'm saying? It helps. Oh, yeah, most definitely. But if she likes you for you, you're Gucci. If he likes you for you, you're Gucci. With that being said, go suck your mother, and I'm done.